Hello friends, my name is Vivek Sharma. Today we can cover this interesting problem that's called search in rotated sorted array. So we have been given an integer array that's called nums and it is sorted in ascending order, right? And we have been given an integer that's called target. We need to find this target in this sorted array, but there is a twist in this story that this is not completely sorted, but it is rotated at some pivot, right, unknown to you beforehand. All right, so we will see it, and if the target is not found, then we need to return -1. Let's see the constraints. So all the values of nums are unique. Okay, it is guaranteed to be rotated at some point, some pivot, right? And these are just the data points like nums dot length and nums I and the target value. Okay, very good. So let's do this. Let's jump to the whiteboard quickly. So I copied this array here and these are the indices, right? So this is basically, this is one sorted array and this is another sorted array. I mean, this is completely one sorted array, but this has been rotated like this, right? So it should be ideally 1 2 4 5 6 7. In fact, this should be the sorted array, but this 4 5 6 7, that has been placed before 0 1 2. Okay, to make this problem little interesting. So now let's uh, take a step back and let's think about the sorted array, like what we do generally in the sorted array, right? Whenever we have to find the target, so in this case the target we need to find, that is 0. What we do if we have been given sorted array and we have to find the target, we do the binary search, right? So what we do, we find the mid. So in this case the mid is basically 3, so this is mid, so 7 is mid, right? How we calculate the mid, basically, so 0 plus 6 by 2, start plus end divided by 2, that is mid, and that is 3. So 3 is the mid and the target, given target is 0. Okay, so once we get the mid, then we compare with the target. If the target is there, then we just go ahead and return. If target is not there, then we go left and we go right. So let's do this. Let's quickly create this placeholder and then we will move forward. Okay, so let's take here the start, that is 0, and is num start length -1. Okay, now let's check if start is less than equal to end. Let's go ahead and check the mid, right? So either we can do start plus end divided by 2, that's one way, but the preferable way is to calculate the mid is start plus end minus start by 2, right? Why we do this? So that to avoid the overflow error, if in case any, right? It is the same as start plus end by 2, but uh, in this way we can avoid the overflow problem. So if you want to go in the detail why we do this, so there is a good description available in the on the internet, but I am not going to deep dive how to avoid the stack, I mean how to avoid the overflow problem with this. So that's a separate topic, right? And here if this nums mid, if it is equals to target, then let's go ahead and return mid because we need to return the index. Otherwise there will be two more cases, right? So two more cases will be if this nums start, right? If it is, so basically either mid is, either target is equal to mid or not, right? If it is equal to mid, then we are going ahead and returning mid. Otherwise, let's come to the whiteboard, right? So otherwise what we do, we will check, okay, this is the sorted array. Now we just need to make sure whether we need to go to the left side or right side. How will we make sure that thing, right? So first of all we will check if we are going to the left side, if it is the sorted array, right? It might be sorted but it might not be sorted, right? We don't know, right? We need to verify. So it can be some other array as well, right? So it can be like uh, let's say we are just I mean we are fortunately this mid is at the 3, right? But let's suppose that mid is at our 4 or something, right? And then we are getting this situation, right? So in this case basically 0 is here, and then this mid is basically 7 0 is not sorted, right? So I'm just making the hypothetical situation. You can just go through the other examples and edge cases as well. But what I mean to say, whenever we will go to the left, we will make sure that the left sub part of the array, left part of the array, if it is sorted or not. How we will make sure? Then we will be checking, okay, if it is start is less than equal to mid or not. If it is less than equal to mid, then we will check whether our target that is given the 0, if it is falling in this range or not. What does that mean? If 0 is greater than equal to 4 and less than equal to 7, if 0 is falling in this range, then we will be searching on the left side. Otherwise we will be moving to the right side. So that's very simple binary search, typical binary search algorithm, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So if nums start is less than equal to nums mid, this is basically the left part, right? Left part of array. And if it is less than equal to, means we can just check to the left part. Otherwise let's go ahead and check on the right part. As I mentioned, we can just see that this is a target, right? So 0, if it is falling in this range, how we will be checking? We will be checking if 0 is falling in this range or not, right? So 0 is there and 0 is falling in this range or not, right? In fact this is the mid, right? So 0, if it is 0 is falling in this range 4 5 6 or not. If it is not, then we will be checking if 0 is falling in this range or not. Why we are checking in this range or not? Because accordingly we can set our start and end point, right? So if I have to write binary search algorithm, how, what we do, right? First of all, the prerequisite I would say to this problem will be the binary search, right? We find the mid, right? And then we check, okay, if target is less than mid, right? Then we basically, what we do, we do, and we are having the two more pointer, right? Start and end. Then if target is less than mid, then basically we do end mid minus 1, else we do start equals to mid plus 1, right? That's what exactly do we do. And we are going to do the same thing here as well. So let's say if target is falling in this range or not, how we will check? We will check, okay, if target, if it is greater than equals to nums start and target is less than nums mid, right? So that's what exactly we are doing here. So this is mid in this case, right? This guy is the mid, third index, and we are checking, okay, if target is in this range or not. If it is in the range, in this range, then we are setting end this mid minus 1. Otherwise we will be setting and start equals to mid plus 1. So mid plus 1, this will be the start, right? New start. So that's what exactly we are going to do. So let's, if it is the case, then let's go ahead and set end equals to mid minus 1. Otherwise let's set start equals to mid plus 1. Okay, now check the same thing on the right part as well, right? So why we need to, here you can think of like we are applying like two binary search arrays, but binary search algorithm basically on the single array. Why? Because if we can observe, there are two sorted arrays, this one sorted array and this is another sorted array. So basically what we are doing, we are applying one binary search here on this sorted array on the left side, and another binary search we are applying on the right side sorted array, right? That's what exactly we are doing. But carefully, we are not individually traversing all these binaries, two binary search array. We are just carefully assigning start and end so that we can use the same midpoint, right? So that's what exactly we are checking, okay, if target is falling in this range or in this range. If it is falling in this range, then we are setting start and end in this range itself, left part. If it is start and end is falling on the right part of the array, then we are setting start and end on the right part of the array. So let's go ahead and check on the right side as well. So if target is greater than, right? So in this case, earlier part it was less than, right? If it was less than, then we were setting like this. Now it came to the else part, it means target is greater than nums mid and target might be less than equal to nums and. Why we are checking less than equal to? Because and is nums dot length minus 1. We don't want to skip the last character. That's why we are checking less than equal to. Similarly here also we are checking less than equal to, because start is also basically index, right, and mid will also be index, so we don't want to basically skip those test cases where basically it will be the same, start and end might be the same, right? So we just want to cover those cases as well. All right, very good. So if it is greater than mid, then we can safely say start would be mid plus 1, else we can say like okay, end would be mid minus 1, and that's it, right? So and then in the end, if we could not find the index, then let's go ahead and return minus 1. So I hope this is clear. This is simply a binary search algorithm. Let me use little bit more spaces here to make it little bit more readable. So like this. Okay, let me go ahead and compile this. And if it is working fine, we can say time complexity would be log n, right? Because we are doing either left side or right side, so it will be the log n. Space complexity, we are not really taking any other space, so it will be order of 1. Let's try to submit this. If it is working, then we can move to the next thing. So it's basically, if you will so see multiple times if you will submit, then this runtime varies, so sometimes it's really misleading. But so I would recommend just to focus on the approach basically, and then we can further optimize if the approach is fine. So that should be the approach. All right, so now let's do one thing before closing this. Let's quickly dry run, right? So let's quickly dry run how this algorithm is working. So let's say our target is 0 here, and let me take a couple of things here. Let's say so mid here is 3, right? Target is 0. Okay, so if I see this is midpoint. Now I have to search the target, right? So I will be searching this target that is 0 on the left part of the array, right? So I will be checking, okay, if target is greater than equal to 4, target should be greater than equal to 4, and it should be less than equal to 7, right? But it is not the case. Then what we are doing, we are, if that is not the case, if it is not in the range, then we are setting start equals to mid plus 1. So in that case, what will be our start now? So our start would be, in that case, mid plus 1, that is 3 plus 1 equals to 4, right? So start would be 4, end is still 6, right? So end is still 6. Now we got 4 plus 6, so mid would be 5, because 6 plus 10 divided by 2, 5, right? So now our new mid would be this guy, 5, right? Now we will again apply the same binary search on the right side of the array. So it will check, okay, if start, right, if start is less than equal to mid or not, right? So start is less than equal to mid, means 0 is less than equal to 1. Then we will find the mid, and now the mid would be 5, right? So mid is 5. Now you will be checking again, okay, the target, if it is falling on the left side, right? So if target is less than equal to, greater than equal to start or not, right? So definitely target is greater than equal to start, and start index is 4, and this value is 0. So it is greater than equal to, then in that case what we are doing, we are checking, we are doing end equals to mid minus 1, right? So here in the next iteration we will be doing end equal to mid minus 1, that is 5 minus 1, that is 4. So we will be doing end is 4, and start would still be we did not change the start, so this that will still be 4, right? And mid was automatically, I mean earlier it was coming as a 5, right? So now the new mid, what will be the new mid? So now the start is 4, end is 4, and then mid was 5. Now the new mid would be 4 plus 4 divided by 2, so 8 by 2, that is 4, right? So now we got the mid as a 4, and then we will be checking, okay, if this mid is equal to target or not. So it is mid equals to target, then we will go ahead and return 4. So this is the very quick dry run of the problem, right? But I mean it will be the same dry run for if even if we want to return minus 1. So I was saying like this was the dry run, but we need to conceptualize, like we need to first understand. So just a quick summary before ending this video. This is the sorted array. So we should not get confused. Even if it is rotated at some pivot point, we should still take a step back and we should think like what we should do in the sorted array, right? So very first thing comes into the mind to the binary search, right? So even if it is rotated at some pivot point, we can still apply the binary search. So we will still apply the same template. We will be checking, okay, start is less than equal to end, let's calculate the mid, and if mid is equal to target, let's go ahead and return mid. Otherwise, let's check if our target, right, if target is on the left part or the right part. And if you want to check on the left part, we just need to make sure if this left side array is sorted or not, right? Because there might be some edge cases, right, where left part might not be sorted, as I explained in very earlier, right, in very earlier section of the video. There might be some situation like here the mid is 3, but let's say mid is something else, or we are having some examples where it's not sorted. So that's why we are checking here in the code that if nums start is less than equal to mid, it means it makes sure that start and mid they are sorted, right? I mean, at least this left part is the sorted. Now we are checking, okay, if target is in the range or not. If target is in this range, then point basically then assign start and end point accordingly. If target is in this range, then basically assign end point here the mid minus 1. If target is not in this range, then assign start equals to mid plus 1. So not the new start would be this, right? Same thing we need to check on the right side. If it is in this range, then it is fine. Then we will be checking, then we will be doing start equals to mid plus 1 here itself. And if it is not in this range, then basically what we are doing end equal to mid minus 1. So basically it will be on the left side in that case if it is not in the range, right? So basically we need to apply the binary search in both the section accordingly. And it is kind of the blocking, right? So blocking means we are just checking in this bucket and we are checking on the right bucket as well, and we are checking, okay, where the target lies, and we try to move start and end point accordingly. And in this process, if we find the mid equals to target, then basically we are going ahead and returning mid. If it is not, then basically at the end we are returning minus 1. So I hope it makes sense. Thanks a lot for watching and understanding this. But yeah, please let me know if it is too complicated or if it does not make sense or if anything else I need to improve. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Bye.